Ladies and gentlemen, episode 3. We have a good streak going on survival. We are at 44 puzzles. And let's take a look here. Let's jump right in. Okay, this is a mess. This is like a plate of spaghetti here. All right, what do I notice? Material is even. My king is trapped in the middle. Their king, though, is for some reason exposed. So I see this pawn sticking out. I swear, anytime there's an F-pawn moved, it's like there's the tactic against the king. So what can we put on that diagonal? I always like to say we want to put stuff on the diagonal. So it looks like we can go here, we can go here. All right, let's do the targeting. If you've been watching the series, then you know that a target is anything that's attacked and defended equal times, plus the king. So we're going to say king. This is defended by the knight. It's not a target. This is defended by the bishop. We look through pieces too. So not a target. It's defended, and defended by the bishop. So here, and then the knight is undefended. Oh, well, there's your big hint. Okay. 1 and 1. So you notice that this is attacked once. However, it's pinned right now, but that doesn't mean it's going to be pinned the whole puzzle. So we do want to keep an eye on this guy. So let's go ahead and then take that off. And let's see what else. Oh, this is just attacked and defended once each. So, yeah. So it's here and then here, right? All right. So to start over, these are our targets and then a rook. Remember, the rooks in the corners are usually targets. They're undefended. You start the game that way, and it takes a while because you have to connect your rooks before they stop being targets. So that's a lot of targets. I do see a couple things already jumping out of me. All right, I don't think it's that rook. So what I see is that I can go here, and that attacks 2 targets. So that's a fork. So the question becomes, do I want to play queen b6 right away and have a double attack, or do I want to take this bishop first? And then when the knight takes back, then it's check. So only one of those can be right. I'm guessing I want to take the bishop because I want to maintain the queen's attachment to my knight for at least one more turn. So, all right, but let's just try, since I think that my instinct says it's bishop takes, let's try queen takes and see what happens. If queen takes, this knight is hit. Oh, they just trade the bishop. And then they protect the knight with like anything with this. Okay, well that's it. This check. This allows the check, whereas this does not. Well, that's it then. Let's just go ahead and take the bishop. Hang on. What if we take a bishop? And then they take queen? No, we take that. What if we take the bishop and they take with a knight? And I take with the bishop, right? Because we want to maintain the option of going queen here, fork. Yeah, that seems to be right. Yeah, we don't want to take with the queen because then the queen trades itself, and then this knight is just able to like leave. So we don't go boom. Oh wait. Oh, they still have to take here. No, I think it is take. And if we take with the queen. Oh, okay. Then they just take here, and it's fine. We don't have a queen anymore. We can't fork anymore, so we can't pick up a piece anymore. So we don't take with the queen. We take with the bishop. Okay. So I take here. I fork. What am I saying? Oh my god, what am I saying? There's a knight right there. What? Man, I'm hallucinating. Oh, yeah, never mind. No, we did solve this. It's just this. Yeah. Okay. I was thinking when the knight... Okay, so let me back up. If the knight takes here, we take with the bishop and we threaten this check, right? I messed this up. Hold up. Well, I'm pretty sure it's just here and then here. Because the knight is not able to block the check because we also have a knight there. So But what was I going to do? Why didn't the knight take me? I don't know. I think I messed it up. Anyway. I got so wrapped up in the idea of this diagonal that I just failed to realize it's guarded. But I do think it is just bishop here check. And then this knight is stuck. This knight is going to get forked. Yeah. Now I take here, right? I'm up a piece though. I'm assuming it's just. I've already won my piece, so I don't have to like do anything else. Oh, this knight is threatened. So I go here. This knight can't do anything about that. Probably is here. I didn't think this through. Well, I'm lucky I got away with one here. I think I snuck one past the goalie here. I have to hold the knight, right? Nothing else is threatened. I can go here and this is fine. There's no fork because take. And then if I take, there's no like check here because I take that. No back rank issues. I don't have a check. Oh, what if I go here and I go here? No, I just, oh, no. I just take your queen. So yeah, I just basically hold the knight. I can't go here and I can't go here. So I have to go here. And then knight goes here and that's fine because I take, oh no! Oh no! I clicked the wrong button. Oh no, everybody. Oh. That's so bad. I'm so good at chess and so bad with a mouse. Oh no. I have to know if I would have got that right. It's queen. It's queen. And now queen back, right? That's an X for a problem we solved. I just misclicked. I meant to draw an arrow and I drew the piece. I dragged it with the wrong button. Okay, well at least we solved it, but that is sad. That the problem is that's our first strike, so that like ruins the whole thing. Okay, but here's what I wanted to know. Knight takes. Bishop takes. Here. Queen b6. Yeah. So what was my issue? Here. Yeah, I mean, and then what I was saying is if here, there's no... Let's trade queens first. And now black's not winning because there's no way to pick up a piece. So, wow. Ah, can't believe that. All right, well, we have that one in spirit. We can't let it get us down. That's like a bad touch move, right? Okay. So, that's not very fun, I don't think. But, so I'm going to guess people go here and assume that the king takes and that's mate. But there's a bishop here. So I'm guessing it's actually this checkmate, right? My pawns do go this way. That hurts. Oh, well, at least they gave me a mate in one to make up for it. Like, I'm really upset by that, guys. All right. It's our first strike. We get 3. We get 3. So we just have to be, like, super good. This happened in the last speed run, too. I messed up a 1900 level puzzle that I'd solved in my head, but that one was slightly different, though. Because I knew the answer, but I never said the answer. This one, I told you what the answer was. And I still messed it up. So, unfortunate here. Well, you'll have that. Okay, so check here. And then we take here, I would think. So we got this ability, and then we also kind of, like, have a chance to hit the rook. So, yeah, I'm still rattled. It's unfortunate. Can't believe it. The things that could have been, you know? All right. It's just a stupid misclick. It happens. It'll happen again. Let's focus now. Check. King only move. When you have an only move, that's probably a good idea. Check, and we take a rook. All right, that's got to be it, right? And then it doesn't matter if knight takes back because we already have the rook. So yeah. All right. I'll slow down and try to explain a little bit more. I know that's what you guys came for on these particular ones. People like the speed runs a lot, but I think they just want to see fast puzzles. But I know other people appreciate the explanations, and I take my time and explain it all. Say how I got it, how I figured it out, etc. So I will take my time with that. I think that I'm just gonna take a rook, and then that's game. They're threatening mate, which really shortens the solutions here. So my queen is hanging. It can't really come out anywhere that's useful. So it's a fork, and so that makes it pretty obvious. I immediately see that there's a target in the back, and that this pawn is guarding a bishop. So it just seems like a simple tactic of this pawn is pinned to a rook. So the other option is I take right away, but then they mate me. And typically, if your opponent is mating you, you aren't going to win. As soon as you're in checkmate, you can be quite confident that you have lost. So I do think it is going to be just take, and yeah, and I don't know why it could be anything else. Take, and I have an extra bishop, and there's no checks or anything like that that hurts me. Yeah. Okay, 2500 level puzzle. I've stopped goofing around, I think. And I've decided that we are actually going to just do a good job. Clean up this game. So. Instinct, and instinct. Okay, so it's probably some series of, some combination of these moves. So, if here, take. Okay, it's check. And then here, and then here, and then here. But unfortunately, the rook just comes back and stops the pawn. No problem. So here, and then say here. And then yeah, I'm pretty sure we take it. And if they take it, we push. And if they go here, we just queen with check. No problems. And if they go back to guard, we still queen with check, and we have an extra rook. So I think we just push. Okay, and then that seems to be fine because neither of these two moves work. So push, it doesn't work because we can actually even push past. And then if they go here, we queen as well. But we are taking their queen and they're not taking ours. Like, they'll move the king and then we just take their queen. And we have an extra one. So this seems to work against here, here, and here. Does it work against this? Push here. Push queen. I queen. They go here. That seems to be the main line there. Okay, so they would take this. Okay, let's try here, here, here. I don't think so, because king just here. Now I can't queen. Because if I played rook here, they'll go queen. So here and here. We go like that. And then they take it. That seems silly. Here, here, here. And then they queen. And now we got to look for something better, right? No, we don't. Do we? First we queen. Then they go here. Oh. Take. And we have an extra. And I move the king and I have an extra bishop with an attack on this pawn. So I give up my rook for their queen, and they give up their queen for my rook. So yeah, that seems to be fair. Now what if I play here? Let's just check our other options. This is also how I get X's is the other options are the correct ones. There, and then just here, and then they take a queen, and then they queen. That's bad. I mean, it's not winning. So here, yeah, here they just take it, actually. They just take it. Because I would take it back and then they go bang. And then they stop me. I guess they don't. Alright, let's just try a sensible thing of like maybe here. And then check. And then king moves and then they push a pawn. I push a pawn and... But then they take the rook. Yeah, they would take the rook. I would take back. They would step here, stopping the pawn and something like that. Or actually, they would take here and then I can't push the pawn because they take. Let me run that line through you again. Here, here, check, here, push the pawn. And then take, take, take. And then white can't push the pawn because black takes the bishop guarding the pocket. So this doesn't seem to work due to this, among other reasons probably, and it's more complicated. This just seems to work because neither of these moves are working, and then I don't think this works either because I just push again, and if they queen, I queen with check, and then I take. It's important I queen first. So that seems to be it. I think I'm ready to play it. I've looked at this, 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 and this. What else is there? Nothing. Now the key move is not taking here. It's here. Now I queen. Now I think I take their queen. That's it. We did it. We did it. Ugh. The misclick still haunts my dreams, everybody. I want to go here, but there's a rook there. I would love to go here and then there and there's mate. But there's a rook here. So I think maybe I go here instead. And then the king runs away. And then I take this rook. And then I have two rooks. No. Here, here. Then here. And then here. Well, that wasn't very climactic, so I'll just show you what I was looking at. It goes like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. And then finally, you get to choose which way you want to mate. I choose rook. That's what I saw. How did I find that? Just a series of checks. It's just basically a kissing queen. Remember when we were way back in the 200s and I was showing you like a kissing queen example? You know, and let me find one. Well, you remember. Yeah. This guy. Way back here. Right? It's the same kind of example. Rooks and queens combining to checkmate a king. And that was a 500 level puzzle. And now we are at 2600 level puzzles and we're still getting the same thing. So here I'm thinking we want to go some form of check or check. The other option, I would love to go bam. Oh, that. So that would be cool as well. Our king is relatively safe. So we could also look at this check. Yeah, it's a long check, huh? Is it a long check? It is. I think it's going to be this. It's important to look at all checks. Like, your eyes probably go straight to this, right? And you're probably even like, yay, checkmate. And then they take your queen. You're like, oh, man. So then you go, yay. And then the king runs away. And then you realize you don't have any more checks. You go back here and they just go back. And you're like, oh, man. So, and then you can't come here because there's a pawn. So, unfortunately, that doesn't work. So I'm pretty sure that if you check here and then here, there doesn't seem... I would love to go like this, but I can't. Because queen just takes it. I'd love to go there so that it's a pin. But can't do that. So how about check? And now, this is a legal move, but it's mate immediately. Due to that 500 level puzzle we just looked at. Right? Queen and rook combined to meet in the corner. And so... if you know those 500 level puzzles because you watched episode 1 and you liked it and you subscribed, and you left me a comment and all those good things, then you knew how to solve this puzzle. So check, pawn. Now we don't want to block with the queen because of the checking off that we learned in what, puzzle 700 or something like that. Because you watched the first video and you liked it and you subscribed to the channel, you know what checking off is. So we'll go check queen and then we check off king and then we take a queen and we're up a queen. So probably here, and then pawn blocks. But then we have a choice of either queen or rook. Probably the rook, and then king goes to the back rank, and then we go queen to the back rank. And that's going to be, oh, we could actually shoot through somewhere. Okay, what I haven't figured out is, oh, I do have it figured out. Okay, queen, pawn, rook, king, queen back again, but then I got stuck here, queen. What happens now? Well, then I actually look at this, check. And don't forget we have a rook along the 7th already. So these are all blocked off from the king. And if the queen blocks, we take it. So the queen doesn't block, so the king goes here. And then what can we do? We go check. And the same idea. And the point of that is we control this corner where the rook can go back and it'll actually pin the queen and win it. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so we would have checked here. When we check here, the king will go here or here. It doesn't matter. And then we go bang. And it turns out what we've done is we've actually pinned that queen that was here to the king. So I think that's it. It is. Ah. So he didn't want to get mated, which that other line I showed you would be checkmate. So instead he gives us the queen. And I told you, you're not allowed to do that because you watched the first video and you liked it and you subscribed to the channel. So you already know what we're going to do. Look how I broke the connection of the queen, the king and queen. Yeah. Let me show you the longer line I was looking at just real quick. Up. Indulge me, please. Okay. Check. Pawn. And then I said rook, a7. And the point is this puts a rook on the 7th. So we didn't want to go with the queen on the 7th because then this queen could block. So here's what I said. And then here. And I got stuck for a second. And I said, what are we going to do? The computer actually tells me that queen b7 is mating. Fair enough because of this. But, and, oh, that's cute. Queen b7 controls this square, so there's no check against the white king. But I didn't see that. I saw this, which is winning the queen. King g8. And I said queen d5 check, and it's bang. So now king h8. And this is what I did see. That's what I saw. It doesn't matter, king h8 or king f8. Doesn't matter. It's still a pin. You got to give up your queen for this with check, and then the rest is like easy. It's just mop up. So actually, this is up 74 points, right? Yeah. So this is cute. The computer back here didn't know that. It didn't know that my line was checkmating. But once I show the computer the whole line, it says that it's actually, watch this number jump. Up 10. Now it's 12. Right? So that line is now 83, it says. So totally winning. Valid. And that's why it decided to give me the queen. We're at 50. One red X. Cannot believe that. Awful, awful, awful. Cannot believe that we messed that up so bad. So this is an interesting one because we're kind of backwards. We're black and we're the ones who have foolishly played f5, exposing the diagonal. So I think if we block with the pawn, then the knight will take it. And then our rook is threatened. And we can't take it back because our rook hangs. Right? But our saving grace is that we have a bishop attack. So if we could just get out of this with minimal damage, then I think we should be okay. And so one of the things that you have to look out for, and you can actually use this against your opponents, sometimes when you have a discovered check setup, you can attack the back piece. And what that can do is is no matter where that front piece moves, since the checking piece is under attack, you can get out of check by taking it. So like what I'm looking at is g6, knight takes, knight f6, attacking the queen. If the queen moves, we can take the knight probably, and we can at least take the bishop. And if the queen doesn't move, like if the knight goes anywhere, any of these squares, doesn't really matter, then we just take the queen. So I'm thinking that might be the answer. And if I go right here, I do believe queen f7 is checkmate if I understand the rules of chess. And if king goes here, that's also going to be checkmate. So the only other question is this legal or not? And as I previously stated, I do in fact know the rules of chess. So since this is illegal, that's mate in one, that's illegal, and that's mate in one, I think our only way to get out of this check is playing g6. So now we have to apply what I just said. Yeah. A very common thing in the Greek gift sacrifice. So if you know the line, bishop takes h7, king takes h7, knight g5, king g6. If you're following me, king g6. A very common reply. You know what? Fine. King g6, because the king was castled and walked out here, and the queen went bang, and there's a knight here. A very common reply is actually the move f5. And what you're supposed to be able to do, if you're the person who played the Greek gift sacrifice, is you're supposed to be able to take en passant. But some players mess it up, and they don't know that they need a pawn on e5 for this very reason. And so what they will do is they'll sacrifice their light squared bishop. Bang! They'll go down this whole line. King takes, and knight check, and king here, and then queen out, and I'm going to mate you. And then f5 gets played, and they're like, wait, this wasn't supposed to happen. And you win. So, kids, attack the discovering checked piece. So here they were threatening the discovery. Okay, but now it actually gets kind of difficult. My rook is hanging, their bishop is hanging. I don't know exactly. My instinct says just play rook g8, saving the rook, attacking the knight. The knight is being taken in earnest. This is not worrisome right now. So I think it's just rook g8. And then this is threatened, this is threatened. It's a double attack. If I take this, I lose the exchange. I don't see why that's supposed to be good for me in any regard. So let's just go ahead and play it. Now, I don't want to take here, because take attacks a knight. That's bad. Let's take our bishop, yeah? 2700 level puzzle, and we did it. Okay, we are almost at the end of this episode. Yeah? Yeah. What's the problem here? Oh. Oh, it's mate in two. Bang, bang, bang. This hangs. So it's either here or here. And if I go this way, then that is check. But I take it. Take it. And then how do they get out of check? Well, looks like king f2 is just going to be mate. King f2, none of this does anything. None of these moves stop the mate. King f2, that's the defense right there. I need to be able to play bishop f3. It's king f2, king g2, king h2. Bishop f3 is the reason. I can't have the king in the way of the bishop. I need to have some way to play this here. So it's, and then the knight will take here, and then I will just mate. Yeah. Sure. Mate. Okay, 52 puzzles. I think we're going to call it a night. I don't know if I'm going to come back and play more tonight. Happy International Chess Day, or World Chess Day. Today is Sunday, July 20th, which is chess day around the world. I hope you're enjoying this game. I know I am. I always will. I'm never going to not enjoy it. I really hope you had fun playing this game with me. I know I had fun. So I really hope you hang around for the next episode as well. And if you could, like the video, subscribe, comment. It helps other people see the video. And most importantly, it tells YouTube that you like chess content, that you want to see more things about Puzzle Rush. So if you want to see that stuff in your feed, do like the video. I'll see you next time.